These videos have been possible with the help of those that support me on Patreon, so thank you guys for your constant support, and if you want to support me, you can click on the link on your screen right now, or click the link in the description below. Thanks a lot. Hello everybody, my name is Tyler Valle, and you've probably seen this video floating around on the internet.
But we told you he's an Article 4 free inhabitant, so he does not have to have a license. This is on recording. Article 4, free inhabitant, pursuant to the Articles of Confederation. You can look it up. It's in the United States Book of Codes. It is your laws you have to follow.
Of a woman claiming to be raped by a police officer when he tried to remove her from the car and arrest her because she was impeding an investigation.
You're raping me! This is rape! This is rape! This is rape!
Now, her reason for not getting out of the car, to me, was extremely entertaining. And it was because she was screaming that she was a free inhabitant, and that he needed to check the Articles of Confederation, Article 4, to see the part about the free inhabitants. Now, there are tons of things wrong with this, so let's just start from the beginning. What were the Articles of Confederation? For those of you who either aren't American and didn't learn this, or for those of you who failed U.S. history, the Articles of Confederation, or I think they were called the Articles of Confederation and the Perpetual State or Perpetual Union, was basically just an agreement amongst the 13 original states to kind of create like this coexisting central government that was really weak and pretty much ineffectual, which left, I'd say, about 90% of all power within the states. Basically, a Republican or a Libertarian's wet dream of a state. And this was drafted up in around 1776 to 1777, but it wasn't ratified by all 13 of the states until about 1781. And that may sound cool, like that existed, but there is really a huge issue with her claiming this, which I can touch on, and you may already have an idea of, but I'm going to touch on that as soon as I kind of read you Article 4 of the Articles of Confederation so you can see what it means to be a free inhabitant. Because actually it is, to me, very interesting that free inhabitants actually existed. So, Article 4 of the Articles of Confederation states, "The better to secure and perpetuate mutual friendship and intercourse amongst the people of the different states in this union, the free inhabitants of each of these states, paupers, vagabonds, and fugitives from justice excepted, shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of free citizens in the several states, and the people of each state shall have free ingress and regress to and from any other state, and shall enjoy therein all the privileges of trade and commerce, subject to the same duties, impositions, and restrictions as the inhabitants thereof respectively, provided that such restrictions shall not extend so far as to prevent the removal of property imported into any state or to any other state, of which the owner is an inhabitant. Provided also that no imposition, duties, or restrictions shall be laid by any state on the property of the United States, or either of them. If any person guilty of or charged with treason or felony or any other high misdemeanor in any state shall flee from justice and be found in any other of the United States, he shall, upon demand of the governor or executive power of the state from which he has fled, be delivered up and removed to the state facing jurisdiction of his offense. Full faith and credit shall be given in each of these states to the records, acts, and judicial proceedings of the courts and magistrates of every other state." Now, this is the only time in which free inhabitants are mentioned in the Articles of Confederation. So I want to ask you, at what point in there did it state that the cops cannot arrest you and you cannot face charges based upon the state that you are living in?
See,
And you have certain protection.
a free inhabitant is they are allowed to. They're free people. They have all of the rights of a U.S. citizen without following any of their laws.
Well, that would just be pure anarchy if that were the case.
No, because
So I'm
we're
gonna have
peaceful
you step
people.
out of the
We're
vehicle
peaceful
for me,
people.
please.
Because it does not exist. Now, honestly, I think the Articles of Confederation is a fantastic read. I love reading these old school documents because I loved how they were able to think about all these things that would still work today, hundreds of years ago. I think it was like just little over 200 years. To me, it's fascinating. All of this is just an amazing read. I highly recommend you going to check out the entirety of the Articles of Confederation. So, let's just say, the Articles of Confederation does state that no law enforcement official or anyone who upholds the law and justice of the land of the state of which you are currently an inhabitant in, even though you do not live there, cannot at all, without proper jurisdiction or authority from the governor or executive power, arrest you or charge you or bring you to justice. Let's just say that all of that was within Article 4 of the Articles of Confederation. There is a big problem here, which, again, I think most of you already know, but we can still talk about. The Articles of Confederation was officially drafted in 1777 and voted upon and ratified by all 13 states in 1781. Unfortunately, it was replaced by the United States Constitution by 1789. The document of which you are trying to invoke your free inhabitant rights, of which does not state that you are free from facing any justice, has been out of date for over 200 years. That is a big problem. That is a glaring problem. That is like, instead of saying, well, I know the U.S. Constitution exists, but I want to invoke the Magna Carta. It doesn't work. At this point, you might as well be invoking the Constitution of another country as your ability to deflect anything that you have done that is wrong now. And from what I could hear, that guy had no license and no registration in the car that he was currently sitting in. He was breaking the law.
Well, if you go get your superior, he'll clarify that he can be set free because he does not have to have a license.
That's not going to happen right now, young lady.
You're not able to just break this free inhabitant thing. I hope to God it doesn't become a bigger thing, and honestly, I don't think it is, because this is just Tumblr leaking out into real life. But this free inhabitant thing is the left-wing equivalent of a sovereign citizen, a person who believes that they are their own government and their own governmental body, and that no laws apply to them, and they're allowed to get away with everything. When in reality, they can't and they don't, but they truly believe that they're able to, because they're idiots. This woman is a moron, as seen by the fact that after the guy attempted to arrest her, she started to scream rape. I don't even want to drag anything up really about this rape thing. I couldn't care less. I just thought the invoking of the Articles of Confederation was really funny to actually look into and kind of share with all of you guys. So I just wanted to make this short little video to explain that to you guys. So my name is Tyler Valle, and you guys have a great day.
You're raping me! This is rape! This is rape! This is rape!